Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in once again to me going down my Steven Spielberg retrospective, looking at his work, his career for the movies I could actually get. Unfortunately, I had to skip a few good ones on this one because they were not currently available for me to watch without paying money, and I don't think I'm really at a level where y'all want to start sending me money on a Patreon to pay for movies. So we're doing the ones I can get to. So next up is Raiders of the Lost Ark. That is a big one for Steven Spielberg. Obviously, we already covered like Jaws and a few of his other titles now that I had to skip. Unfortunately, were big as well. But then, yeah, the Indiana Jones franchise. I mean, this is obviously huge. It was released in June 12th, 1981, and this was and is probably my favorite Indiana Jones one, and I think it's the best one, and I think this is some of Spielberg's best work. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, written by Lawrence Kasdan, based on a story by George Lucas of Star Wars fame. If that name doesn't ring a bell to you, and Philip Kaufman. Starring Harrison Ford as the titular, I think that's how you say it, Indiana Jones. We got Karen Allen, Paul Freeman, Ronald Lacey, John Rhys Davis, and Denholm Elliott in this. It's just an all-star cast. Everyone's great. Now, this movie just is fun. Like, there is a ton of goodness in this movie for you to enjoy because it's a sprawling adventure with a good combination of like suspense, comedy, action. I mean, you got the infamous pistol sounding punches from a man who's a fucking nerd. He's an archaeology nerd, but man, Harrison Ford can fucking throw down when he needs to, or shoot a motherfucker when they're filming the infamous sword scene where he runs up on a guy who's challenging him basically to a sword fight, which Harrison Ford famously pointed out behind the scenes while filming. I'm holding a gun. Why don't I just shoot him? And so he did. But that kind of like sets the tone and kind of lets you know what you do. I mean, there's a lot of adventure, a lot. This is world traveling, and what I think is most endearing about Indiana Jones is he is an action hero, but you truly feel like he's just getting by the skin of his teeth. Like he may not, he can throw a mean right hook, he can use a whip, and he can read, ruin, and dodge traps. But it really just feels like a guy who's just faking it so he can make it. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good thing. I think that's endearing. He's not the perfect hero. He gets his ass kicked. He gets the artifacts stolen from him, and I think that makes it a very fun adventure that can get very dark as he's searching for the Ark of the Covenant in this one. You get a lot of good mystery, a lot of like obviously searching in Old Jerusalem and all that for the Ark, fighting Nazis, which is always fun to see him whoop Nazi ass. I think we all can agree on that, and it just leads to a good mystery with a good you know action sequences and suspense, and again they kind of keep the humor going on, where it kind of it gets bloody at times, but it still feels like a family adventure. And then suddenly the ending comes in, and spoilers if y'all haven't watched this, you should definitely be checking out before watching me review it. When the Ark comes open and the spirits start really attacking people, my God, it just shows that good old '80s PG-13 PG era where they still got away with some graphic imagery. I mean, just the face melting scene alone is on par with, like, say, Poltergeist ripping the face off, and how just movies, even if they are, maybe meant for kind of not all ages, but like, not art. That's some stuff you would see nowadays in R-rated, and I think that kind of is a testament to the change in times. It happens. It's not a bad thing. But I think some people might go back and see these films that are kind of regarded as a family romp. Might have some good old disturbing shit. So yeah, if it's not apparent, I highly recommend you check this one out. A lot of fun. Harrison Ford is amazing. The entire cast is great, and it's just a good adventure with a very dark ending. So I can't recommend it more. So definitely look this one up if you haven't watched it already. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think about this movie, and yeah, maybe we will definitely be getting more down. And if I'm trying to go in release order, but if one of the movies I had to skip, sadly, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1941, If they become available, I'll do those as soon as I can. But if not, I don't know. Maybe let me know if you want to send me money to pay for rentals on Amazon Prime, and we can get this done. But thank y'all for today. We'll catch y'all next time.